Shalom to all.
Shalom to all! Today's office Rosh Hashanah Daf Lamed Daled. We are starting 13 lines from the top of the fourth word on the line. And today's office sponsor Lilu Nishmas. Mars Miriam Sarah Basar Yaakov Maisha her neshama should have an aliyah. And Lilu Nishmas. Mars Freda Chaya Bela Basar Yitzchak Tzvi her neshama should have an aliyah. Now yesterday we had a Joshua from Shofar on Yom Kippur of Yovel teaching that every trua has a tekiah before it and after it. Now the Gemara says V'hai Tana Ma'asil B'Gzeir Shava Midbar. This Tana learns it from the Gzeir Shava of the Midbar. We know that Chatzot were blown in the Midbar, so we're going to learn that Gzeir Shava from the Midbar to Rosh Hashanah. To Tanya you have a brayso. It says in the pasuk Uskatim trua, and you should blow a trua. But what do we learn from here? Tekiah b'fnei atzma, trua b'fnei atzma. Actually, the tekiah sound and trua sound are two different sounds. Ata aymer tekiah b'fnei atzma, trua b'fnei atzma. You're saying that these are two different sounds. Ayenel tekiah trua achasi. Perhaps tekiah and trua is the same thing, and the pasuk is just simply saying uskatim trua. You should blow a trua. Trua and it says in the pasuk uvahakel as hakahal tisko uvaloisariu. When you gather the kahal, you should blow a tekiah, not a trua. Hava aymer tekiah b'fnei atzma, trua b'fnei atzma. Clearly, we see from this pasuk that a tekiah is a different sound than a trua. So minayin shapshutel f'nei. How do we know that we're supposed to blow a tekiah before a trua? Talmud it says uskatim trua, so we see that tekiah comes before the trua. And we how do we know they blow tekiah after trua? Talmud it says trua yiskau, so we see the word tekiah comes after the word trua. Now Rabbi Shmuel ben Recham he says we don't need this last drasha because it already says in that same pasuk uskatim trua shenis, you should blow a second trua. Now shein Talmud shenis, it doesn't have to say this word shenis. The pasuk was already talking about blowing truas. Why does it have to say shenis? You should do it again. So why does it say that? This is creating a source. Anytime it says the word trua, there should be a tekiah after it as well. So we have a source that we have a tekiah before trua and after trua. Now, Midbar, I only know this applies in the Midbar when we're talking about the Chatzaitzos, but Rosh Hashanah Minayin, what about the Shofar of Rosh Hashanah? Talmud trua, Gzeir Shava. We have a Gzeir Shava, trua. It says the word trua many times in Rosh Hashanah. It says the word trua over here by Chatzaitzos in the Midbar, so we have a Gzeir Shava. And Ushal is trua is number Rosh Hashanah. It says the word trua is 3 times by Rosh Hashanah. Shabbos and Zecharia trua, Yom trua, and V'havarta Shofar trua. Ushtei tekiyas l'chol achas v'achas, and there's 2 tekiyas for each trua. It turns out that we learned Shalit Truas with Sheish Tekiyas, never Rosh Hashanah, that there's 3 Truas and 6 Tekiyas. Again, every Trua has a Tekiyah before and afterwards, and that's done by Rosh Hashanah. And these 3 Truas that we have by Rosh Hashanah, Shtayim Midivay Torah v'Achas Midivay Seifrim. 2 of them are actually Midiraisa, and 1 of them is Midirabbanan. Shabbos and Zecharia Trua v'Varta Shofar Trua Midivay Torah. We can actually use those psukim to teach us that the Trua and obviously their accompanying Tekiyas are De'iraisa. Yom Trua Yelachem. That pasuk l'Talmudei Huba, we need it for its own limud, namely we need it for the limud to learn from the Midbar, the Gzeir Shava from the Midbar, and therefore that third Trua along with its kiyas is only D'Rabbanan. Rabbi Shmuel ben Nachmani, Rabbi Yonasan, he says, Achas Midivay Torah Shtayim Midivay Seifrim. Actually, only one of these psukim can teach us that we need a Trua D'Iraisa, and the other 2 are Midrabbanan. V'Avarta Shofar Trua Midivay Torah. That pasuk D'Iraisa is teaching us that we should have a Trua along with kiyas, and the psukim of Shabbos and Zecharia Trua v'Yom Trua Yelachem l'Talmudei Huba, those are needed for their own limudim. So the first pasuk we already know what it's needed for. That's needed to learn from the Midbar. We need that for the Gzeir Shava. Now, Ma'ila Talmudei Huba. What about that second pasuk? What's that teaching us? That teaches us that shofar is blown during the day and not at night. And v'idach, that other Tana that uses the pasuk to teach us that true is actually Dairaisa, the Yom v'lebelayla minalei. How does he know that we blow shofar during the day and not at night? Nafkalim Yom Kippurim. He learns it out from Yom Kippur, from the shofar blast of Yom Kippur of Yovel. The Gemara asks, Yom Kippurim Yalef, if he's learning it from the shofar blast of Yom Kippur of Yovel, Nigmar na minei l'pshutel fnei l'pshutel achrau. So he should also learn the tekiah before and tekiah afterwards from that as well. Meaning, if this Tana is learning that shofar is blown during the day from Yom Kippur, then why doesn't he also learn the tekiah before and tekiah after from Yom Kippur Josh as well? So the Gemara answers, Ve'ha'avarta and Taviru loy mashmalhu. These words of Ve'ha'avarta and Taviru were used to learn the tekiah before and tekiah afterwards of Yom Kippur by Yovel, and that's not mashma to that Tana that these actually mean that you should have a tekiah before and tekiah afterwards. So we ask Elamai Darshibahu, okay, so what does this Tana do with these psukim of Ve'ha'avarta and Taviru? So Ve'ha'avarta is Kid Rav Masna. That's like Rav Masna. We had already had this drasha before. The Amar Rav Masna, he says, Ve'ha'avarta, what does that teach us? Derech ha'avarasai, you have to blow the shofar the way it's carried on the ram's head. You're not allowed to change the shape. You're not allowed to take the narrow end and make it wide, and take the wide end and make it narrow. You have to blow it exactly the way it's on the ram's head. And Taviru, what does that teach us? To Kam Rachman and Abra Bayad, the Torah is actually telling us that we should take the shofar in our hand and carry it around the land. The pasuk says, Ta'aviru shofar b'chol artzachem, so you should take the shofar and actually carry it around the whole land. And now V'idach, the other Tana that uses V'havarta and Taviru to teach us that we're supposed to have a tekiah before and tekiah afterwards. So how does he know these drashas? Rav Masna, how does he know Rav Masna's drasha that you're not allowed to change the shape of the shofar? Since the Torah uses a strange word, it uses the word ha'avara instead of using the word tekiah, so therefore we can also learn that you're not allowed to change the shape of the shofar. And ta'aviru biyad le'matzos amret, he doesn't learn that taviru actually means biyad, that you should take it with your hand and take it around the country. Why not? The Gamra avara avara mi Moshe. He learns this shirish of the word avara, and he learns it from Moshe Rabbeinu. Ksiv hach, it says over here, ve'ha'avarta shofar trua, and ksiv hasam, it says over there by Moshe Rabbeinu, vayitzav Moshe, Moshe commanded, vayaviru kol b'machaneh, and this means he made an announcement throughout the camp. Mala halon b'koil, just like over there, means he used his voice and he made an announcement throughout the camp. Avkan b'koil. So too over here, it's referring to a sound being produced from a shofar, not actually taking a shofar and carrying it around in your hand. And now the Gemara just goes back to our drasha that we started out today with. Midbar. According to the Tana that learns the tekiyos of Rosh Hashanah from the Midbar, from the chatzotzos of the Midbar, just like in the Midbar they blew chatzotzos, so too on Rosh Hashanah perhaps we should blow chatzotzos and not a shofar. That's why it says in the pasuk, Tiku b'chad shofar b'kesel yom chagenu. We've had this pasuk numerous times. Tiku b'chad shofar means you should blow a shofar at the moon's renewal. B'kesel yom chagenu, when the moon is covered over on our day of Chag. Ezu Chag she'chash niskasa boy. Which Chag do we have the moon being covered over? Meaning the Chag is in the beginning of the month when we can't see the moon. Hava Omer is Rosh Hashanah. That's Rosh Hashanah. The Kam Rachman a shofar, and the pasuk says very clearly that you're supposed to blow a shofar. And now about the actual sounds that are supposed to be blown. Asking Rabbi Avo by Kesari. Rabbi Avo, he made a takan in Kesaria. Tekiya shloisha shvarim trua tekiya. The way that we're supposed to blow the shofar is one tekiya, then three shvarms, then a trua, and then a tekiya. And now the Gemara asks, Manavshach, iyalula yalil. If what a trua is supposed to be is a short sound like we discussed yesterday, so liavet tekiya trua tekiya, we should just blow tarat. And if it's supposed to be a slightly longer groaning sound than le'avet kia shloisha shvarim et kia, then we should just blow tashat, which is a kia shvarim and kia. So why is it that Rabbi Vo is saying that we're supposed to blow tashrat, Kia shvarm trua and kia? So the Gemara answers, he's not so sure what it is, so therefore we have to blow both of them. So Rabbi Vira asks if he's masopik what a trua is, if it's a short blast or a slightly longer blast. So Vidilma Yulule Hava, perhaps it's actually a shorter blast, the Kamafsik Shleisha Shvarim and Bain Trua Kia. And then it turns out that the shvarm that he's blowing is a hefsek in between the kia and the trua. So the Gemara answers that's not a problem. The hadar of it kia trua kia. After he blows tashrat, he then blows tarat kia trua kia, and now we're not going to have that problem of hefsek. But I'm asking for Ravina, he asked the following question, perhaps really what a trua is what we call a shvarim, and then v'kamaska trua ben shvarim l'tkiya, then the trua that's going to come after the shvarim when we blow tashrat is actually a hefsek in between the shvarim and the tkiya. So once again we answer, there's no problem. The hadar of tashat, he then blows tashat after tashrat, and now we have no problem of hefsek. So the Gemara asks, El Rabbi Avo, my asking, so then what did Rabbi Avo be mataken by saying we should blow tashrat? If we're saying that a trua is actually a slightly longer blast, so he's doing that as well. We said he does tashat alone, and if you're going to tell me it's yulula yalo, it's a shorter blast, which is our trua, so he's doing that alone also. He's doing tashat separately and tarat separately. So what are Rabbi Vo be masakin by saying that we should also do tashrat? So the Gemara answers, Mesapkale, Rabbi Vo was mesopik dilma ganach v'yalil, perhaps a trua is actually a groaning sound and a short cry sound.
A short cry sound, okay.